According to eMarketer, Gen Z has a 1.3-second attention span. According to Forbes, we see more than 10,000 marketing messages on any given day. According to Microsoft, most recent study, we have a shorter attention span than a goldfish. Pretty sad. Don't shoot the messenger. Right? We're dumber than a goldfish. Right? According to dental economics, people call 5 or more practices before making a decision who to schedule with, and usually schedule with 3 or more, right? Because the data also shows people are going in 3 or more practices before make a buying decision. Look, over 51% of Gen Z women find their information via video search on TikTok, right? YouTube is now the second largest search engine next to Google. I could go on and on and on, but what all of these stats do for a lot of people is it scares them, hurts their business, right? A lot of these data points, people don't know how to change to make sure they're adapting and using these data points to your unique advantage. And that is why our company is so popular, because we are the success blueprint for the new economy, I call it. All of that data means you can't do it the same way. Your sales process, how do you attract new patients, new customers, whatever you want to call them, how you lead your team and create the culture that you must have to dominate, right? How you raise your prices and also your conversion at the same time. The list goes on and on. You must commit to a new process. And today I want to talk to you about our platinum level coaching that is designed to use that data and teach you how to do things A to Z in a very unique way that's very different than everybody else. Any other people business, forget healthcare, right? That too. But any other people business where people can spend their disposable income. We're going to dive in this video to how we go in depth with our services that you get with the platinum level coaching. Why it is our most popular level of coaching and how it can transform your practice. Before we do, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Brian Wright. I'm the founder and CEO of New Patient Group. My other company is Wright Chat, and the host of the New Patient Group podcast. And depending on when you watch this video, that New Patient Group podcast may be rebranded into the Brian Wright Show, as that is coming May 1st, 2025. So just letting you know, it's just a simple rebrand. So if you download the podcast today as New Patient Group, it'll automatically update in your Apple, iTunes, etc. All right, but just wanted to throw that out there. I am a consultant and speaker for Align Technology, the makers of Invisalign. I have been featured in the Dental Economics Ask the Expert section, as well as CNBC, Forbes, and the National Journal. I'm actually a former professional baseball umpire, so have some quotes in the National Journal that they featured me in at umpire school in Daytona Beach, Florida, which was kind of cool. I miss those days. There was a lot of exciting stuff. If you're a baseball fan, boy, do I have stories for you. So hopefully I get a chance to tell you. International motivational speaker and business and life coach. And look, I love getting the most out of people's lives and careers as well as their business. A big part of our program is not only are we helping your business grow, become more efficient, profitable, et cetera, all the things that you want, attract more new patients, customers, all those great things. Another big part of what we're doing is developing your employees in their life and in their career. It's a big part of our program that I think has gone missed in many businesses out there. They're so worried about numbers and statistics. And of course we help there, but an even more important part than that, because it helps grow the numbers and statistics, is when your employees are developed by experts in leadership, right? Sales, hospitality, life, etc. It is unbelievable what your employees will give back to you when you're constantly developing them. And that is a big part of our program that I think, among other things, makes us extremely unique. I have been called the Tony Robbins of healthcare by the great Stephanie Solomon, former treatment coordinator, now our director of client experiences. And Dr. Stacy Frankowitz says, hey, look, Brian Wright is the Marcus Lemonis of the Profit and the entire Shark Tank team, and you've got to partner your practices, your business with anything he's involved with. And those things are really, really I'm proud of, and just wanted to give a quick introduction, put some value on where this information is coming from in case you don't know me. And now let's dive into the platinum level coaching, and let's explain to you why it is our most popular level of coaching. Let's get started. All right, let's dive into the platinum level coaching. And that very first one is quarterly 1-hour private Zoom sessions with myself or our Chief Operational Officer, Eric Field. This gives you the good personal attention, the guidance, the accountability. Also, it gives us the opportunity to get to know you. What we're going to do is set a plan quarter to quarter, right? We'll meet with you to kick things off, kind of find out, look at your numbers, look at your weaknesses, things that you're frustrated with, things that you're pleased with, your strengths. We're going to help create a plan over the course of this 12 months. And every quarter, we're going to meet and make sure that you're knocking out quarter to quarter the things that you need to do. Okay. So quarterly 1-hour private Zoom sessions. Those will be recorded and you can have access to those to refer back to. Next is our very popular on-demand courses. These are shot in very high quality in our studio, and they cover things for every single job position in your office, covering, just like our whole program does, covering leadership, culture, consumer psychology, mindset. We want to get with these courses, we want to develop your employees' lives and their careers, just like we want to grow your business and make your business more efficient, etc. So they cover so many things on the life side as well as sales, psychology, like I was mentioning, verbiage, communication, hospitality, and so many more skill sets to make sure that you're showcasing the people business that you are and making sure that your people are trained no different than the people at a 5-star hotel or a Michelin star restaurant, which I'll talk a little bit more about when we conclude. So the on-demand courses, you'll have full access to them, and we will give you guidance in strategic order how to watch those so you're not bombarded, because there's hundreds of hours of them, and we'll guide you through course by course. Now, access also to our live bootcamp coaching intensives. There's some psychology here with mutualism and cognitive training. And mutualism is, if you want to lose weight, get in better shape, you're always going to have more success with that if you go to the gym with a few of your buddies that are trying to accomplish the same thing. Right? So this mutualism is the same thing whenever you're role playing and trying to get better as a business, adding skill sets to your employees. So what the boot camps do is they bring our employees of multiple practices together, and we role play topics. It could be related to the treatment coordinator, conversion, digital workflow, new patient phone call, concierge, clinical assistant training to make sure people are being compliant in treatment, and hundreds of other topics. It's a real big hit because now you're not just watching the videos, you're coming to our boot camps, you're role playing with people that may have been with us for 10 years. The employees get to interact with other practices. And then as we come back every other week for those boot camps, for role play sessions, it's the accountability. Did you get better? What did you do in the off weeks? And they're a real hit with our customers. You're also going to have access to our bi-weekly 5 fantastic minute coaching videos. These we recommend watching every Monday morning when they come out. We watch as part of your morning meeting. All right, get the week kicked off right. They're just reminders, some things that you may already know, and we're just reminding you, and other things like, hey, that's really great information. Let's go implement that. It's just a great way to start off your Monday morning. Those videos come from all different team members, including myself, Eric Field, the Chief Operational Officer, our digital marketing team. You get great ideas from a variety of people with those videos. Now, you see in bold, this is our Doctor Mastermind group. Very, very popular group. We have the biggest and best name orthodontists all the way down to ones that haven't even started their practice and everywhere in between. It is a very close-knit family. And that very first one there is you're going to have access to our monthly online business and clinical mastermind sessions. And those are, as it stands today, the second Wednesday evening of every single month. So you have to block that out, and it is an amazing think tank. A lot of times what we're going through is a podcast that I've done in the past. So what I'll do is I'll deliver a podcast, and then we'll take that and we'll dive more in depth about it. Implementation ideas. Again, it's our way of helping hold the doctors accountable for being great business owners and making sure our ideas are implemented in. It's also a great clinical think tank. We have the best clinicians in the industry that'll help guide you. Maybe you're somebody that's new to clear aligners. You want to do more of them, but maybe it's just a tough case. You don't know how to do it. We've got the doctors that'll walk you through all that, okay, as well as much more. Now, yearly, we have an in-person event. So it's our spouse and doctor in-person event. That, as I do this video, is coming in April of this year, 2025, in Scottsdale, Arizona. Every year we pick a new city. All right, we just go and we have a blast together. It is an amazing think tank. Like I said, these are some of my best friends, so it's always great to see them, and we have so much fun together. But it's also a great business and life and clinical, like I said, think tank. And it's a lot of fun. You'll also get access to our private Slack channel with the orthodontist, right? There's ongoing conversations in there around business, marketing, clinical things, asking questions, getting guidance. It's a good Slack channel that provides a lot of guidance for our doctors. And then also a yearly stay at my house, all right? This is something that it is not included with this free giveaway. It is included, but as far as the travel and getting to my house, that's something that would be an investment on your part. But you'll get to stay with at my house with a couple other of our orthodontists. We cook, we have fun, we hike together here in Colorado Springs, and it's an amazing time, and we have such fun together at those weekend events. All right. Also, we are going to put in you, or we'll give you our employee mastermind group. This is our way of developing your team members into leaders. Leadership is a trained skill set. Never forget that. Right? People, just because they're good at their job and now they're your lead clinical assistant, they're in the toughest role of their life and they don't know how to lead, right? So we're going to guide them and teach them how to become great leaders. We do that with quarterly leadership online sessions. So the doctor group is monthly, and then we're going to bring your employees on with all of our other employees into that leadership think tank once every quarter on Zoom sessions, all right? And then also your employees will have access to a Slack channel that they can interact with each other. Your treatment coordinator can interact with the other of our customers' treatment coordinators. We got some of the best in the business, all the way to ones that are just started being a TC. And it's great guidance, great mentorship. And like I said, it's just an unbelievable think tank and amazing services. Now, invitation to our epic new patient group iconic events in Colorado Springs. Our training facility right at the base of the mountains is right down the street from my house where I'm doing this video now. And it is a really, really cool thing that is changing the game with all events out there. People that attend say they're never going to the big events that you all know in orthodontics, like it's out. There's nothing like this event. And I want you to think Shark Tank, Tony Robbins, when you think of this event. It's all about life, career, and your business, taking you outside your comfort zone and giving you and your team skill sets that you are not going to learn anywhere else in this industry because of the expertise that we come with from outside of your industry. All right, now let's talk about the a la carte options that you can add to this platinum level coaching. And really, this is just the addition of personalization, the addition of how much attention do you need to reach your goals and make sure they're becoming reality consistently, quarter to quarter, year to year. And you can add these private Zoom sessions with Coach Eric Field, our Chief Operational Officer, or myself. And it's packages of 4 or 6. So if you buy packages of 6, we can give you a little bit of a discount there, right? And you can buy 12 of these. You can buy really however many you want, as well as our private on-site coaching sessions. Those are usually done by me. We also have, again, our COO, Eric Field, that comes to practices as well. Those are a 2-day session, and that involves watching live with patients, taking a ton of notes. It involves roundtables with your employees, role play sessions to get things implemented around leadership, sales, hospitality, communication, consumer psychology, verbiage, et cetera, as it relates to every single position in your office. And sometimes people need that extra personal attention. So if you're on our platinum level, the beauty of this is you're not locked into anything year to year. You've got all the things that I just discussed a moment ago, but now you also have the ability to 1 year add 2 or 3 on-sites. And then the following year, maybe you only need 1, right? Same with the private Zoom sessions, that kind of thing. Now the Zoom sessions are recorded. You get to keep those so you can refer back to them, as well as so that good repetition of retraining people. But let's say you get a new employee 6 months into working with us. Now they can go back and watch those sessions and get caught up in a digital fashion, which obviously reduces the stress and all the anxiety that comes with onboarding of new employees, okay? And also our on-demand courses really help with that too. It really helps streamline onboarding of new employees and getting them up to speed, as well as retraining, which I think sometimes the retraining piece is something as business owners we forget, but we can't, because retraining is one of the biggest investments you'll ever make to make sure people don't slide backwards with their skill sets and they're always moving forward, okay? That repetition is very key. So the a la carte options, again, completely up to you. You can add as many of these as you want. The pricing and the investment on your end varies depending on how many customers we have at the time, how much speaking I'm doing, because I travel over the world speaking to business owners. So a lot of the pricing varies. So go ahead and schedule an online consult with us, and we can go over those options with you on how much all this costs. But I think you're going to be very pleased with the amount that you get. Is it a lot of value, and the return on investment is through the roof. And looking forward to you joining our family.